well, the Nintendo Switch Pro is finally upon us, or I should say, the Nintendo Switch OLED. Now, if you guys haven't seen my reaction, you should definitely check it out. What's up? It's your boy HMK. We're gonna break down on the new Nintendo Switch model, revision, whatever you want to call it. Why should you get it, and why should you not get it when it comes to this new model? Now, first and foremost, I am not mad about the model, and if you guys have been living under a rock for the day or for the past week, which I feel is going to be hilarious, I'm not mad about the specs of this model. I'm just very confuzzled because, you know, we've heard all the reports from reputable and credible insiders, reports and journalists and all these other websites and whatnot, that the system was going to support 4K, not on the Switch screen, but on the dock. And that it was going to have a better processor, a better GPU. But the things they did call right was the OLED screen and the wider screen. However, there's other things to go into the Nintendo Switch OLED, which include that of enhanced audio on handheld mode, a new kickstand, more memory, 64 gigabytes to be exact, a new dock, which includes an Ethernet port, which is that's kind of spicy. Finally, Nintendo caught up, and Wi-Fi warriors, you don't have any type of excuse. No, I was a Wi-Fi warrior for years. Anyways, it's not about me, it's about the Nintendo Switch OLED. So, beyond that, it really doesn't have anything new or better than the Nintendo Switch, the regular model. Not the Lite, but the regular model. And it's being priced at $350 and will be released October 8th this year, which is going to be the same date as Metroid Dread. Now, a lot of people are asking, why didn't they, reveal this new Switch revision at E3? Well, the thing is, because it's been confirmed, and I'm going to get to that in a little bit, that it will not support 4K, that it does not have an enhanced GPU or CPU or any more RAM than the regular Nintendo Switch models or previous models. With this new model, OLED version, not having any of that, you already know that everyone was expecting 4K, or I should say a lot of people were expecting 4K because of the reports and whatnot. And Nintendo knew that if they were to reveal something like this at E3, then the discourse would overshadow a lot of what they brought to the show, because a lot of people, myself included, state that, oh yeah, Nintendo's E3 this year, it was bumping, it was busting, it had the juice. Nintendo saved E3. That shit was so hyped. And if they were to reveal something like that, which wasn't in line with people's expectations, then you know that there's going to be a lot of conversation, and a lot of it not too good when it comes to them talking about the OLED version if they revealed it at E3. So with all that considered, a lot of people have been, holding out hope and, slurping on that good copium that apparently this Switch is going to be stronger than the regular Switch or the Switch Lite that we have now. I hate to burst your bubble, because the point of contention that a lot of people are saying is that, oh, the Nintendo Switch Pro or the Nintendo Switch OLED will have a custom NVIDIA chip. And that could mean anything. It could be better, it could mean stronger, it could have more stable frame rate, Breath of the Wild at 60 frames per second or something like that. Here's the thing, guys. One, the NVIDIA Tegra X1 chip that was always in the Nintendo Switch and the Lite, it was always a custom model. It was always a custom version of that chip. And when you go on Nintendo's own website, it says custom NVIDIA Tegra X1 chip, which is the same chip that's in the Nintendo Switch right now. And if you want more proof, The Verge actually got confirmation from Nintendo themselves that the Nintendo Switch OLED does not have anything upgraded in terms of CPU, GPU, or RAM. It's the same innards when it comes to docked gameplay than the original Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch Lite. The only thing that's upgraded is the enhanced audio, that big-ass kickstand, and the OLED screen, which is bigger and has more vibrant colors. But at a price point upgrade of $50, honestly, I'm gonna get it. And that white color scheme looks pretty clean. I'm gonna get it. but I feel the features that are included with the OLED version of the Switch doesn't really make it hype for people who have a Switch already to get the Switch. I mean, sure, that LAN adapter is pretty cool, and apparently there's been confirmation that the dock will be sold separate, but will be compatible with the previous version of the Nintendo Switch, which is hype for me because of that Ethernet port. Yeah, spicy internet. Let's go. I don't know if it's gonna really improve the Nintendo Switch Online, but it'll improve stability. I mean, I guess if you want to call it that. But if you already have a Nintendo Switch, I really don't understand what Nintendo's angle is going for Nintendo Switch owners right now. Maybe like, oh, you have more memory, which is times 2 the amount of a Nintendo Switch, 32 gigabytes, 64 gigabytes. But you can easily buy a micro SD card with more memory than that. I am running on a 128 gigabyte SD card on my Switch right now. I mean, I think the angle going for this Nintendo Switch is for those who don't own a dockable Nintendo Switch. This will be your bag. At a $50 increased price point, if you don't have a Nintendo Switch right now, then it makes a lot more sense. Because if you're going to play this on the go, then you get to enjoy the OLED screen, the enhanced audio, the new kickstand. Bro, were you guys really asking for the kickstand? Like I didn't really have a problem with the kickstand at all that's on the regular Nintendo Switch. Were you guys really, please, I'm actually confuzzled. I'm curious. Let me know in the comment section. But if you don't have a Nintendo Switch, then I guess this is the Switch for you. And that you should go ahead and drop the extra $50 if you plan to get a Nintendo Switch for the OLED version. I mean, if you don't, then you're not really missing much if you get a regular version. So that's my angle with this. Now, like I said before, I'm not mad at Nintendo because, once again, Nintendo never really spoke or promised anything along the lines of, an upgraded experience in terms of processing, in terms of graphical stability, fidelity, all that good jazz, or 4K support. They never did. It was the reporters and the insiders that really got us flowing. But the thing is, in all intents and purposes, the Pro exists. If you guys cannot understand how heavy I'm using these quotation marks more, because it is a revision, it does have the OLED screens, it does have a bigger screen, but it doesn't have all that other stuff like an improved Tegra chip, an improved graphical fidelity and capability. It doesn't have 4K support, but the parts they were making for the Switch OLED, such as the screens, they were making parts. And here we have it, the fruit of their labors. Now, one glimmer of hope if you're disappointed by that, which is completely fair. It's completely fair to be disappointed by this revision. I'm not personally mad, but it's completely fair. How, in the commercial, we see a lady play Breath of the Wild 2. So, I mean, if Nintendo's confident enough to put that in their marketing, then that means Breath of the Wild 2 must come out sooner than later. If you feel me, right? Because they could have easily put Skyward Sword HD. Easily. And we actually got new Splatoon 3 footage. So, I mean, and Pokemon Sword and Shield, not Sword and Shield, what am I saying? Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, Brilliant Diamond, Shiny Pearl, actually looks better on the Switch OLED. I'm not saying it looks better because of the Switch OLED, but I'm just saying that the game looks better, like they cleaned it up overall, so it's going to look better than how it was when they revealed it. So, yeah, let me know what you think about the Switch OLED version, because, man, it's just, this is going to be a funny-ass week. I already know. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, favorite, most importantly, subscribe to HMK for more Nintendo Switch news, content, and more, and I'm going to get the OLED version. I mean, at the very least, I'm going to get that dock. So, until the next video, this has been HMK, and I will check you guys later.